Hello and welcome, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Welcome to your week ahead TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. We are doing the week of the 10th to the 16th of April 2023 using these amazing decks that I have on the table here with me. The three that you see in front of you here are oracle decks. I don't know, I just had the urge, so shaking things up a little bit as always. I have got three, and it's quite interesting the way that these three came out. And it's only once I had them on the table did I realize that they have a common theme, even though they are so completely different. And then, of course, we can't do a reading if we don't have a little bit of tarot to go with it. So I have in front of me over here my my plastic tarot tiles, so we're going to use those as well, but we're going to let the oracle, the three oracles, sort of give the message, the reading, and then we will just use the tarot to add a little bit of something to it. So I hope it's going to work out well. Let's get straight into it. I'm going to move these out of the way because they do take up a little bit of space and I don't want to use them just yet, but I want to take you through the oracles that I have in front of me. So the first one we're going to work with is this one, the Shaman's Dream Oracle by Alberto and Colette. Quite a beautiful deck. The artwork is gorgeous, the keywords are gorgeous, and quite a I almost want to say like quite a deck of the earth, if I can put it that way, which is the theme that we have developed, or that we have got here without even realizing it. This one in the middle that's got the as above as above so below kind of context is Earth Magic Oracle by Stephen Farmer. Again, such an awesome deck. The artwork is just exquisite, but it's the keywords, it's the key phrases that appeal to me. And then this one on the end, which I have used quite a bit on my channel, is the Goddess Dream Oracle by Wendy Andrews. So what we've got here are three very earth-centered decks. Even though this one's Goddess Dream, it's very earthy, it's very grounded. Maybe that's the better word for me to use here, is that these are three very grounded decks. So I'm hoping that they're going to work really well together. So I'm going to shift these to just off camera for a brief second because we do need a bit of space, and let's get shuffling. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag, we are looking at the week of the 10th to the 16th of April 2023. We are looking for a message of inspiration, of guidance, of hope, of upliftment, whatever it is that you need to hear right here and right now in this space. Message that will help you through the week ahead. Okay, so shuffle on that deck is done. Cutting the deck, taking a card. Right, so that one's done. Moving it out of the way. Right, next let's do Earth Magic. Same thing, just going to give a quick shuffle, draw one card. From the Earth Magic, we're looking for a card that's going to be relevant, significant, and appropriate. I'm not going to read any of the cards until I've got them all laid out and then see, because otherwise I'm influenced. And today, for whatever reason, I don't want to be influenced. So we're looking for a card that is going to be relevant, significant, and appropriate for Aries, for Leo, and Sagittarius for the week ahead for all our fire signs. Okay, cutting, taking, and let's do last one. I know this isn't always fun to watch the shuffling. Feel free to fast forward if that's what you want to do or need to do, because I'm not going to say anything until I have all three laid out. Well, nothing of importance, I should say. I always talk. Right, cutting over there and drawing a card. Good. So let's turn them over and see what we have, and then we will bring the tarot into it. So we have got card 33. Love the image. I mean, here we have a cat playing a violin. What's there not to love? It's got joyful muse, and the little key phrase at the bottom here is inspiration. And we even have a paint palette and paint brushes. Oh, okay, and maybe we're painting the violin and not playing the violin. Who knows? Here from Earth Magic, we have got Winter Solstice, and it's the card of reflection. And from Goddess Dream, we have got Opportunity, card 25, and it says expand your horizons. So this is quite interesting. All right, so fire signs, we have got inspiration, reflection, and opportunity. So you can see the artworks are so radically different. The key phrases are so radically different. But to me, inspiration is about looking within yourself and getting the inspiration that you need for this week. It's understanding that you are going to be inspired. And fire signs, we are the fire starters. We are the ones who like to take inspiration and get it going to something, get it moving, get it initiated as quickly as possible. We're not really the people who will have a thought, have an inspiration, and then think about it and ponder it and, strategize. We're like inspiration, jump into action. And what I'm getting here with our next card, with it being winter solstice or reflection is what I'm focusing on here. It is saying to you that see the inspiration, feel the inspiration, acknowledge the inspiration, slow down and reflect on it. Just to bring fire energy back into it, when we have a spark, it initiates, creates, makes fire instantly, and immediately your fire can go from this cute little flame to overnight, instantly, I should say, instantly. And fire signs, I'm sure you'll agree and recognize with me that sometimes in life we can take an idea, we can take an inspiration, a tiny little glimmer of something, and when we act on it, it can sometimes get out of hand quite quickly. So this is Spirit sort of saying to us for this week, all right, and only for this week, only for the next 7 days, take a breath. Okay, just take a breath. When that inspiration strikes, when you have this desire, this urge to do something, just stop for a minute and just breathe, think, reflect. Okay, ask yourself, is it something that needs to be done right now? And by doing it now, what are you sacrificing, or what will be not getting as much of your time or your energy? So what will you be ignoring or neglecting in order to move this into action? So just take a second to think. It doesn't have to be a 2-day, 3-day process, like literally just 1 second. Breathe, think, ask a couple of questions, and then decide. We do have opportunity coming through as well, which is fabulous. Okay, so it's telling you that your inspirations are going to open up opportunities for you. But I think the message here with the reflection is because we can be, and it's interesting because when I look at this kitty cat, and I'm going to bring him closer to show you, look at his eyes. Can you see he's like completely, what's the word I'm looking for? He is completely taken up. I'm trying to be polite. I'm trying to be nice here. He is completely taken up in this moment. All right. He is completely engulfed in the inspiration and in the excitement and in the passion and the enthusiasm. It's almost like he is so caught up in it that he's lost all sense of logic or all sense of anything else. And I think that's exactly it, is we've got to make sure that we're not so enamored with excitement and enthusiasm and all the rest of it that we do neglect other aspects of our life. So yes, understanding that there is many chance for opportunity, many opportunities that we're going to be inspired to work towards this week. But let's just take a minute. Let's just take a minute to prioritize and to think it through, because not every single thought, not every single little bit of ideas that we have, not every single one of them will lead you to opportunity. And if you have 500 in a day, you cannot execute 500. So if you think about it and whittle them down a little bit, and from 500 get down to 100, that is the opportunity to expand your branches, as it says, your horizons down here. But it is about being, I'm going to call it, selective in what it is that you're doing. All right, so let's now, here you can see is my tarot. There's an entire tarot deck of little plastic discs in there. So I'm going to shuffle and I'm going to draw one tarot for each of the 3 oracles that we have and see what it wants to add or contribute to the message that we already have. So let's give them a shuffle. I hope it's not too loud on your end, but just making sure I get into all the corners. Right, I have one here. Okay, I'm going to leave it. Actually, I think I'm going to stick it there. Let's get one more for our reflection. Okay, I have one, and it's going to go over there. And then we need one for opportunity. Okay, and I have one. Oops, I dropped it. All right, pick another one. Obviously wasn't the right one I grabbed. There we go. And we have one for our opportunity. Right, so let's have a look at what we have. So here under Joyful Muse Inspiration, card number 33 from the Shaman's Dream Oracle, here we have the gorgeous King of Cups. So the King of Cups, He is a very much in control of his emotions. He knows exactly who he is. He knows exactly his emotions. He knows exactly what he's feeling and what those feelings mean. He is completely in touch with himself, with his situation, with his reality. He doesn't fall victim to external stimuli. Okay, so he's very much in control of his thoughts, his feelings, and those type of things, which is exactly, just trying to see where you can put it where it's going to be clearly visible, maybe just in that corner. So the King of Cups he's saying to you, don't allow the emotion to run away with you. It is about keeping the emotions in control when the inspiration strikes. Then with regards to our reflection, and this is so interesting, so here we have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is the wishes come true card, otherwise known as the wishes card. And the Nine of Cups is saying to you, look at all the trophies that he has positioned behind him. So here he sits almost with a smug expression on his face. Not that you can see his expression, but just imagine, right? So there he sits with his arms folded across his chest, almost feeling very confident in himself. And behind him are all of his trophies. And he's feeling very accomplished. He's feeling very much like, look at what I've achieved. Look at what I've done. Look at how wonderful my life is. And this is the reflection that we need to have, because, fire signs, this is Spirit sort of saying to you, a lot of your inspirations that you have might be things that you have already accomplished, in which case we don't need to do them again. We don't need to go down that road a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth time. So if we take a minute to look at the inspiration, to get our enthusiasm in check, under control, and ask yourself, is it something you've already accomplished, or is it something brand new? And if it is an opportunity for something you've not done before, then maybe that is something you need to take into consideration, because here we have the King of Swords. So it's very interesting that you have got the two kings that have come through in your reading today. King is about control energy. It is about being in charge. It is about being in control of your emotions and your thoughts. So now putting all of this together, what I'm getting here with the opportunities is understand that it has to be an opportunity that you have control over. It has to be an opportunity that you can control from beginning to end. So remember, fire signs, I was saying that one of the elements of fire is quick, initiating, beginning, starting, taking off, etc. Those are all the key words that we use with fire signs. And we know that we are really good at beginning. We are really good at starting things, but we may be not so good at finishing. We may be not so good at seeing things through to the end. Yes, there are some things that we do see through to the end, but the amount of things that we start versus the amount that we finish, I'm laughing because it's me. I think about all my craft projects that I have, and I can start 10 new projects every single day. I don't often finish projects. It's too funny. So the opportunity we have here is that these inspirations that we're going to have this week, these ideas, these things, as long as we are reflecting and making sure that it's something we have not done before. So things we have tried before, let's leave it aside and let's do the things that we haven't done before. And let's make sure that by doing this, that we can actually see it through to the end, because that's where the opportunity lies, is for us to actually see something through to the end. All right, I'm going to leave it there, fire signs, because I think that is a brilliant message for the week ahead. So thank you for being with me. I do wish you an amazing week of starting and finishing projects. I do hope that you are able to finish off a couple this week. As always, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care.